live on our YouTube channel or sometimes on the Facebook page, but we'll also put it on the website 987kisscountry.com, and you get that every single week. We got Pete Helmstead. We talked to him this time of the week and time of the day. Find out what's going on with that lovely road construction that everybody loves this time of the year, Pete.
Making progress, Jay.
That's good, right?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah. So what are some of the things that we do have going on? Of course, we got we're only a few days away from 4th of July weekend.
That's right. And guess what? US 69 north of Belmont should be open by Friday.
All right.
Yes. Yes. Thank you to everybody for their patience. This one took a little bit longer than we'd expected, and that happens sometimes, but we should be ready to have that thing open by this weekend. So, again, thanks everybody for their patience, and we'll get it open and be ready to travel for the 4th.
How long do you say that thing was closed down?
It closed down in the spring of last year.
Oh boy.
Yep. So, it was a pretty complicated project. It had a very aggressive schedule in the first place, and you run into a few things that slow things down, and all of a sudden we're here right now. So, but it's open up the good, and it's easy for us to say we don't use it every day. But the detour was very short on that project. It was through town, so it didn't take people way out of their way. But we do understand it was still an inconvenience. So again, we appreciate everybody's patience, and we'll get that thing open as soon as we can by the end of the week.
Yeah. So the grand opening starts at 8 a.m.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we're gonna put a time on it right now, but we'll get it there.
Okay. All right. What other things should we be watching out for as we travel on the back roads and on the main highways?
Yeah, well, the big thing to be aware of is a lot of these projects will use like the project up in Iowa 9 between the Plymouth and the St. Ansgar turnoffs. That one's just about done, and it should hopefully wrap up by this weekend. If it doesn't, it'll be next week. But projects like that, where there isn't a road closure and a detour, like a bridge replacement project or something like that, crews will be off the road on Friday for the
Okay.
majority of these projects, just because of the heavy traffic. We want to make sure that the roads are as open as possible. So that's the big thing to be aware of. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to run into some projects where maybe in other parts of the state, maybe they're running behind a little bit, and the construction engineer will let them work until noon or something like that. So, but we will try to have most of the crews off the road where it is possible. I mentioned that project up in Iowa 9. Hopefully, that'll be wrapping up next week. The bridge project, the bridge deck overlay on Iowa 9 over Interstate 35, the westbound lanes were closed. That has been switched. The westbound lane is open now. So the eastbound lane is closed. People are continuing to do their work for that bridge deck overlay. Again, it's still a temporary traffic light. So nothing's really changed except for which side of the road you travel on as far as delays or anything going through there. The project between Wesley and Britt, it's going to be a resurfacing project. We've also did some bridge work by Hutchins. They'll be adding turning lanes. They'll be adding a couple passing lanes. That's kind of been on hold for a while, but work should start picking up there again this week, and it will really start going again next week. And the 122 deck overlay project on the west end of Mason City, that wrapped up on Friday. So that is completely wide open. So other than that, everything is pretty much as is. Things moving ahead. And again, kind of in the middle of the construction season right now. So we're ramping things up and getting ready to move into the second half.
Pete, I've been thinking about this. I'm going, how long have we been doing this little segment that we do every single week?
It's so funny you say that. I was thinking about the exact same thing this morning. And I can't remember. We started it when we did the 122 reconstruction project in Mason City. And is that 2018?
Is that how long we've been doing this?
Yeah, I can go back and look and see when we did that project, but I can't remember right off the top of my head. I know it was before COVID because I was coming into the studios at that time. So
Right.
it's been, and that was COVID was 2020. So yeah, it was at least 19 or 18.
Oh, yeah, it's been so much better doing it this way.
Yeah.
Well, because you don't have to come in. See, that way you can get situated at your desk and we can do this, and you have to rush out.
You did. didn't want to see me in person.
No, not at all, Pete. Come on now. Don't
It's
be
much
starting
better. Much better. We could just hit escape and you're gone.
right. Is that all you have? Is that all you do?
Yeah,
Get
that's it.
escape this room and get escape. No, I was thinking about this because I'm going, all of this different information that you pass along. I'm going, I'm surprised we don't even have a sponsor on this thing.
Yeah, well, that's on your end, bud.
I know. So maybe some people didn't realize that they could sponsor if they wanted to. Think
Well,
about it, like a road construction place or I don't know. I'm just thinking.
yeah,
Because my mind is always thinking, and that's probably why I'm, when I'm in the car with the wife and we hit a road construction, she goes, "Weren't you listening to Pete?"
yeah.
No, I was
Nope.
thinking about something else when you were talking.
Hey, I am gonna throw out there, and we was presented to the city council last week. We
Okay.
have been, along with the city of Mason City and WHKS in town, looking at reconstructing 122 in Mason City from
Again?
the not that part.
Oh,
There's
okay.
different stretches, Jay.
Wow. We just don't have enough to do. We're going to redo the project all over again.
From the west end of the city limits, like Lark Avenue, into Winnebago Cerro Gordo Way. So we are going to have a public meeting on that July 13th from 5:30 to 7 at the Mason City Room at the Public Library. We got a couple alternatives that we will be having out for people to come in and take a look and ask questions and see what could be coming down the road. Now this is a ways out. Obviously, there's no money programmed for it right now, but we want to be ready when the money does become available. So,
Sure.
and if you were watching the news or anything last week, you did see that one of the proposals does involve several roundabouts through the area. So we'll, like I said, give you an opportunity to come and look and ask questions, and we'll go from there.
Roundabouts, meaning, actual roundabouts or what?
Yeah, actual
Oh, okay.
roundabouts. Yeah,
I thought you were like
yep.
just, saying there's some roundabout ways.
No, actual roundabouts.
Oh, okay. So people that aren't familiar, like in Mason City, at some of the streets, give us a landmark of where some of that you're looking at.
At where the roundabouts would be,
Well,
or where
that
the 122.
both
Uh,
of those.
okay, well, the 122 corridor we're looking at, and this would not all happen in one construction season. It would be probably 3 to 4 construction seasons. So Lark Avenue is on the west edge. I was trying to think, was that by the sheriff's department or the jail out there?
Oh, way out
And
there.
then, yep. And then coming into town, Winnebago Way, Cerro Gordo Way, that is just east of the old Kmart, or right at the east side of the Kmart parking lot, if I remember correctly. So,
Right.
yep.
Huh. Those roundabouts are just awesome.
I tell you
Ac-
what, there's
accidents waiting to happen.
people. What's that?
Accidents waiting to happen.
Oh, Jay, and this is what I'm going to tell everybody too, because I know everybody has the knee-jerk reaction of they're stupid, we hate them, blah blah blah. Do some research, take a look at them, and then come with questions, and we'll be happy to answer them. I'll tell you this right now, since you were the one who threw out the crash thing. At intersections, roundabouts reduce fatal crashes by 90%, and they reduce all injury crashes by 76%.
And
So,
and let me point this out because
yeah,
you're slowing down to make the curve and go around. You're not just barreling through and running the red light.
you're not running the red light. You do have to slow down, like you said. Crashes that do happen in roundabouts are usually slow speed side swipes because of people, changing lanes or something like that when they aren't looking. And the other thing with roundabouts that I don't think people realize is there are so many times you come to an intersection with a roundabout, you don't have to stop because
Right.
traffic flows through there from the side streets to the main 122 in this case. Traffic does not stop. I go through them all the time down in Cedar Falls on University Avenue. Traffic flows through there so smoothly. The other place we drive through them a lot are on the east side of Prairie du Chien. They've got 3 of them in a row on Highway 35 there, and it's amazing. I've been through both of those areas when they were traffic lights and now roundabouts, and it's incredible how much smoother traffic flows through there, and you don't have to stop. You aren't sitting and waiting at a red light when there's nobody on the side street. You keep going.
I'm just Pete's like, "Oh, get him! These things are cool. These
They
are
are. They're
awesome."
awesome. They are. But like I said, we do have two different options. One then also is with signalized intersections pretty much as is, but making some changes as to how the highway is laid out. So again, July 13th, 5:30 to 7 at the Mason City Room at the Public Library.
You know what else is really cool about the roundabouts, Pete?
What's that?
If you're just looking to kill some time, you just keep driving around the roundabout. Just stay on the inside lane. Don't have to exit anywhere until you're ready to.
And look at you. You even know which lane to do it in, the inside lane. I'm
Right.
impressed.
Well, they have a couple of those down in Nashville, and when we go down there and need to kill a little time, or one of the gals that is with us going, oh, that's really cool. Take it. I want to get a picture of that. So you're driving around and around. Are we done yet? Me and the guys are like, come on.
I think you need to be more creative in how you fill time, Jay.
Oh man, I was just drive because I drive to Nashville, so everybody's got to
Sure.
ride with me. So I got radio buddies with me, and then you get some of the radio gals, and they want to take pictures.
Sure.
The statue that's down there, and it's like, oh, you got to be kidding me! Come on. No, just keep driving on. You just fine because we don't have them here, obviously. But now we're gonna soon, hopefully, have something like that. So you just
We'll
get,
see.
like we'll
We'll
just stay in the inside lane, and you'll be fine.
And
Okay.
that's the other thing. People always they confuse which lane to go through. It's just like a regular intersection. If you want to turn right or go straight, if you go in the right lane. If you want to turn left or go straight, you go in the left lane. Same
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. See, there you go.
You have so much fun. I can't wait till we get them. I'm gonna have so much.
I think we just solved all the problems right now.
There you go. There you go. Pete, thank you so much for that update. What's going on with the road construction?
All right, appreciate it, Jay. Thank you for the time.
That's the good stuff.